Wish I could interact with Copernicus. Raptidon onboarding specialist. Burst light pistol, huh? Hmm. I'm gonna try that out. Surely it's better than this, though. It would only sell for 13, so I guess I'll break it down. Alright.
Keep them coming. I can do this all day. That's the third drone in as many days. Where are the void damn things coming from? Protectorate drone attack. Just the one. We got it before anyone got hurt this time.
Of course, we could have staunched the flow of drones by now if Officer Carr dispatched another patrol, as I requested, but no such luck.
Right. Trooper Erickson told me what happened to him.
That was a nasty one. Drone downed him on the reload. I do hope he's on the mend now. Erickson's a fine fellow, if a rather poor shot.
He'll live, which is more than he can save. you hadn't saved his skin.
He told you about that? That
Yep.
blasted, well-meaning gas bag. Now I gotta ask him to strike my involvement from his report to Officer Carr. You see, I wasn't exactly authorized to be shoring up other patrols on the perimeter. In fact, I might have been specifically ordered not to leave this spot.
Hey, your secret's safe with me.
Thanks. Well, at least some people in this unit still understand the concept of discretion and taking initiative.
Trouble is, it's only a matter of time before these Protectorate drones break through and do some real damage to Fairfield. If you're keen on lending a hand, bounty terminal's just left of the constabulary. Carr doesn't trust me with that kind of work anymore. Not after my last performance review. So I guess we're trusting in degenerate bounty hunters now.
Hey now.
Sometimes they send 2 or 3, but you're right. It feels like the Protectorate is still testing our defenses. But I'm our last line of defense right now. Plus, Officer Carr ordered me not to step foot from this post.
Really wish I could give those drones a piece of my mind. Unfortunately, I need to hang back and exercise my obedience to authority. Go out there and do what I can't. Show that bounty terminal and those Protectorate drones why no one fucks with Fairfield.
Gonna need a bigger storeroom for all these orders. Let me guess. Gun keeps jamming, armor don't quite fit snug as you like? State your division and I'll get you outfitted. Quick and proper, or your next provision's free. If you're not with a specific division, I'm supposed to take down a name before offering my wares. I'll just make it up for expediency's sake. All bits spend the same to me. As Chief
Cool.
Replenishment Officer, it's my privileged duty to furnish our brave troops with all of their wartime essentials. You could say I put the ration in liberation. Tell me what you need, and I'll do my ample best to supply you. I'm sure you'll find something to your liking.
Oh. Force charger. All that stuff to buy. Cool. It's only 13. Well, I'll break it down. Maybe I'll do an engineer run one of these times, but gonna save and see what happens if I tell her. I'm sure it's to tell her.
Business is always good when a... What do you need this time? Good eye. Though I'd say they're better than nice. Got more armor than a hammerclaw, but better flight handling than the old clunkers we used to stock. If things had turned out differently, might be someone else standing here, while I'd be off piloting one of those beauties. Don't have the aptitude for flight, apparently. But this role suits me fine. I like the upward mobility, in the metaphorical business sense, I mean. Already got the bug, huh? Huh. All right, come on. Let's give you a quick tour. She's a beauty up close, ain't she? More cylinders than you can count powering her engines. She uses her shape to drop like a stone during landing. Counters headwinds pretty well, too. Stand here all day just admiring.
Alright, found cars.
He'd make a great lower manager.
Eyes open when you pull the trigger. You can't.
Trainee Lindell, be so kind as to remind us all what the first rule of the range is.
Guns are weapons, not toys.
And do we aim weapons at colleagues or at our own unprotected upper stories, even in jest? Hint, we do not. The soldiers before you are former protectorate subjects, mainly of the farming variety. No knowledge of combat. Scarce experience wielding anything deadlier than a wrench. They are accustomed to being told what to do, when to do it, and even how to think. A lifetime of habitual servitude is not broken in a day. I'm only responsible for familiarizing them with the weapons they will come to rely on in future. However, having observed them on the range, they fail every hurdle, but keep getting back up. I'd say that speaks to an admirable resilience. Or stupidity. Difficult to say which. I'm not one to idle in the path of a good faith effort to accelerate education. The faster we can get more soldiers in the field, the better. There's just one problem. I don't know you. So, respectfully, I must ask, what do you feel qualifies you to give instruction to my recruits?
What? Oh, sure thing. The commander here is an experienced Deadeye and a natural leader. If you're looking for someone to deposit a few pearls of wisdom, I guarantee you'll not find better.
Much as I'm inclined to trust the word of your compatriot, I still expect you to advocate for yourself. You're the one who wishes to speak with my recruits, after all, not him.
You an honor to instruct these troops based off my hard-fought combat experience.
You do have a certain confidence about you that is presently absent in these recruits. Very well, I'll allow you to speak with them. Don't make me regret this. Attention trainees, guns down. That means you too, Simpson. We have a guest who has a few words to share.
You have something to say to us? Wait, I know this one. Low overhead and competitive prices.
No, you're fighting for the person next to you.
Consider your fellow troopers as siblings in arms, trustworthy, reliable. They are not, as we have discussed, meat shields.
All right. Do seem to recall a discussion like that now that you mention it.
Precisely. Anticipate, then react. Now, if Auntie's faith in you is not misplaced, then prove it, trainees! Weapons at the ready! And fire! Well done, trainees! Well done! It appears your words have had their intended effect. Oh, thank law. The trainees seem quite taken with you, too. As I suspect they would riot if I let you leave without a reward. Please, accept this revolver with Auntie's thanks. Plan willing, I will have as much success deploying your wisdom with my next batch of recruits.
Nice. kind of revolver did I get? Oh, just a regular old light revolver. Alright.
Capital shot, recruit.
I'm looking for that. I need something else to access that terminal. Looking for anything that'll do that.
Consume in peace and we won't have a problem.
Okay, the music is reminding me of Fallout 4 in some places. I mean, heavily. Very similar. Like just the ambient music. Go, I don't know, check out Fallout 4 and you'll hear it at some point. What's this over here? Anything? Man, I don't know if I'm gonna find what I'm looking for. I mean, thankfully she's still hanging out over here, but oh my god, really? It's right there. Alright, I'm gonna save. Okay. Should be able to access this now. Just inventory total. Zero. I think maybe I should just leave. Alright, return to Emmeline.
Hello again. You get that inventory issue sorted?
The one large shipment estimate.
How grand. That officially mops up the last of the mess from the buffoons that came before me. And, as promised, my good fortune is also your
Ooh.
good fortune. And while this might be a tad fewer bits than you were hoping for, remember, you've also made allies that you'll find all across Arcadia. Just keep watching for paintings of a stylish yellow rose with a split black circle near the middle. Like the one you passed on your way in. Find that rose, and you find Sub Rosa.
Sweet. I sold that light pistol though. Oh, wait. Okay, I'll check that out in a minute. Let's see. 2 points. Well, I need at least 1 point into lockpick. You know what? Let me check that. Wait. No. Millhouse or Millhouse.
This
Miller.
paradigm thing you people are
Oh,
always
whatever
going
his name
on.
is. His chest was in here, right? Lockpick 5. Yeah. Ah, fuck it. I'll put both my points into lockpick. Actually, you know what? I'll put one into speech and one into lockpick. And I get a new perk. Trophy Hunter is good. Pickpocket, good. Restricted access. Restricted inventory of vending machines. Palm greaser. Brand enthusiast. 20% more damage. Oh, I see. Wait, your armor and weapons are brand? Where does it say? Oop. Manual reset. That's pretty good. I kind of want the pickpocket perk though. And there's a lot. Okay, let me see if I can. I might want to look up a build. Nimble? Damn. Did not choose nimble. Yeet. Mm. think I want to go with something more well-rounded than a stealth build this my first go-around. Alright. Yeah, I'll go with Trophy Hunter. You know what? Hold on. Yeah, I'll probably go with that, but let me check out, yeah. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. I think I'll go with a Space Cowboy. Oh my god. My phone is running slow because it's hot for some reason. I might take bullet shield for now, because kind of negate the fact that I'm sickly. I don't really want to be targeted more than my companion, so. So it's more like a tank character kind of perk. Yeah, I'll go with Trophy Hunter. Alright, so I can get into this now. I don't have that much shotgun ammo, but weak spot hits marker target, making them pains increase the damage they take. Cool. Now we can go open that other chest. Anti-missiles. Now we're gonna go break open Kara's chest. And dinner smelling so good. Okay. Save. Well, for now, I'll mainly use this until I can get more ammo of the other types. Maybe I need to find a recipe for biomass canisters. I was hoping with the little like patch or update would have fixed this stupid little issue with this armor only showing one leg, but alas, no. I mean, it looks ridiculous. Look at when you're running with it. Look at that. Otherwise, man, that's just silly. Alright. Infiltrate the Vox relay. But I think, okay, let's go visit the I think it was here. Yeah, there it is. Let's break down some stuff. Ooh, light pistol silencer. I wonder if I can. Break down one of these revolvers. Yeah. Looks good. And then we'll mod this burst light pistol here with silencer. It does more sneak attack damage, but less base damage. Oh, that's a lot less base damage. Nah. That's gonna be my main weapon right now, so I'll hold off. I'll hold on to it though. think, yeah, let's go ahead and make like 3 of them mag picks. And then there should be... Ooh. Okay, that's not the one I need to look at. Yeah, that's what I need. Biomass container. Shells. Alright, let's see what we can make now. The lubricant. And more scrap metal. Alright. I would rather not have to do the bidding of... I mean, I got the rewards. Or well, some of them anyway. There we go. So I need to take this route out here.
When might
I begin laboring for Auntie. I so eagerly want to contribute to the corporate whole.
Pull your thrusters, friend. A little gumption goes a long way in this.
God, smelling that is making me so hungry. God. Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta take a quick bio break and all that.
Got anti-fizzo on the bottle. Clearly takes the edge off.
Okay, I'm back. Alright.
Ask them defectors if they miss anything about Protectorate life.
10 bits, they said community.
Yep. Community.
Might I have a word, Commander?
Of course.
I know I've been pushing to find DeVries, so this might seem a bit of a left turn, but void it. I'm just gonna ask. Got an old friend here on the island. The doctor who patched me up after Horizon Point. Ex-Protectorate, a good man. Tracked on the Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Reckon we could drop by and pay him a visit? Brief one, of course.
Good idea. I'm 10 years overdue for my
I'm being
annual
serious
physical.
here, Commander. Could you try doing the same? I had some bad years on my own. Now with you here being part of a team, this might sound a mite soppy, but I feel like I could be a proper agent again. That starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine, Zebulon Tran, I let him down. And I've been chewing on that live wire for a while. Too long, maybe.
What happened between you two?
After I recovered from Horizon Point, Zeb and I ran together for a spell, doing what we could to help folks in difficult spots. Fighting Protectorate tyranny in small ways. Too small for Zeb, as it turned out. He was unhappy before I showed up, and after, well, all my Directorate talk fired him up even more. I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't let the Protectorate catch wind of an Earth Directorate agent in its midst. But Zeb, he kept pushing to take more extreme action.
I'll be right back. I gotta get a drink. I didn't realize my drink was so low. Okay, I'm back. Got some good old-fashioned water. Of course, the moment I got back, the one extra viewer I had went away. Alright, let's see. Zeb. Right. Sounds like he put you in a tough spot.
Wasn't like I didn't want to take things farther. Hit the Protectorate where it hurt. But I still had my cover to think of, too. I couldn't risk disrupting the mission.
I respect you putting the mission first, despite everything. That's dedication.
I'd feel better about that commendation if things hadn't turned out as they did. We worked hard, but the Protectorate's arbiters and sentinels worked harder. Often than not, our help only made targets of the folks whose lives we were trying to improve. Didn't matter what we did. Arcadia was still caught under the Protectorate's boot.
You were trying to do the right thing.
Well, you weren't. Anyway, things weren't good. Zeb and I couldn't find the rhythm we had before. We were arguing every day. Eventually, cutting ties just seemed for the best. Clean like. Only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. He got to stay in mental refreshment for his trouble. That's the last I heard of him. Teresa. If the Protectorate suspects someone of having an independent thought, they subject them to some kind of chemical brainwashing. And these folks who get refreshed, they come out less themselves than before. More agreeable like. That's if their mind ain't destroyed altogether. I don't know how it affected Zeb, but it's high past time I found out.
Wow.
If it weren't for Zeb, I'd be in the ground. It's a debt I never properly repaid. Plus, I don't relish his last memory of me being a vanishing act. I owe him better. And since finding you, well, a lot feels possible now that didn't before. Much appreciated, Commander. Promise, I won't be making a habit of pulling skeletons out of my closet. Westport's on the east side of the island. I tracked Zeb to somewhere on its outskirts, but never got up the nerve to visit before now. We ought to start there.
All right. All right, well then we can continue on the quest we're working on. Confront Savannah, and then we can go see your friend.
Let's keep your lamps lit for wildlife.
Hostile wildlife. Familial classification of Raptidon. Detected ahead.
I swear that wasn't planned.
Alright, let's just go on.
Hunting rat.
Oh shit.
Combat! Over here! Free hole overhead!
Emergency protocol syringes primed.
Nice. Yeah, I like this little pistol. Very good. Ooh, more biomass containers. Okay. Alright, I'm 31 now. Let me see if there's something about, damage types. Symbols. Alright, damage type. Alright, physical is all around type. Corrosion. Lowering armor. Okay, so good against armored enemies. Okay. I'm gonna try out this biomass pistol though. I bet it does even better. Wonder what happened here. I'm gonna switch to the tactical time. Well, looks like they didn't listen. Or couldn't. Like bioluminescent daisies all over the place here. Pretty cool. Alright. Save.
We're closed. Did you not hear me? This place is closed. No learning today about how everything happens according to the obscure calculus of an indecipherable plan.
Oh. Sounds like you're not really a fan of the Order's ideals then. You're a friend of Augustine de Vries, aren't you?
Why are you asking? Who are you?
The people she tried to kill.
By the architect. I had no idea. I wish I could say it was unbelievable. I was afraid she was becoming a danger to herself and to others. But this is horrifying.
Yeah, imagine how we feel. Why don't you tell us where she is so we can make sure she ain't being a danger to herself or others?
And how are you going to do that?
That ain't something you ought to be concerning yourself about.
If you think I'm going to help you do what I think you're talking about, you are deluded. It is of no matter, regardless. I do not know where she is. I haven't seen her since before the corporatists invaded the island. I'm afraid she's going to do something terrible, but I just don't know what. Maybe none of this would have happened had I not introduced her to Victor. How did...
Yeah.
You saw her terminal, didn't you?
Bingo.
Victor's an Order archivist. We were all friends for a time. But then, shortly before the schism, they started talking to some others inside the Order. That's when things became tense. I started to become uneasy, scared, really. She kept getting angrier with the Order the more she worked with Victor and her other contacts. On top of everything else, it became just too much for me.
So, this isn't necessarily the Order as a whole behind all this, it's just her going off the deep end. Okay.
Among other things. For some reason, she was obsessed with the cliffhanger ending of Chapter 6. It was the one where capitalist fanatics brought complete destruction upon Arcadia. But you know how it works. It was somehow miraculously saved at the beginning of the next chapter. Didn't matter to DeVries, though. She just kept going over it and over it. Would have talked to a Crabble about it if there was no one else to listen. That, and the invasion itself, set her mind to dark things. I begged her not to go down that road again. She was so agitated when I first met her. Must have been 7, going on 8 years ago now. She never slept, didn't talk to anyone if she could avoid it. After we became friends, she began to change. Still bothered her from time to time, but I thought it mostly behind her. I couldn't watch her go back to how she'd been. Or worse. We became friends when she... Well, she saved me. I'd said something without thinking. Must have been distracted. We all know to watch every last word we say. For some reason, she interceded on my behalf with an arbiter. And she convinced him he didn't hear what he actually did. No one does that. Void, I didn't think anyone could.
Manipulative.
We all were, originally, before the schism. But she never gave it up, even when it became illegal to even mention their name. Which was surprising, with how angry she seemed to be getting with them, even as she was deep into scheming with Victor and the others. She even continued to sign her messages, "See you in the equation." It's all so confusing.
Sounds like the Order itself isn't necessarily evil, but it sounds like she went off on a fanatical deep end.
What do you mean? It was where she worked, one of the Protectorate's communications hubs. She didn't speak of it much, at least to me. She may have spoken to Victor about it.
She ain't the only one.
It's difficult to explain. She spoke about things in unfamiliar ways. I felt her words to be freeing. at first. But slowly, I began to feel unmoored, doubting everything I ever knew. She said learning the truth of things was worth it. But now I question whether her truth was just more of her penchant to sow chaos, no matter who may be caught in her schemes. Some days I wish I'd never listened to her at all. Others, I can't help but miss her. Even with everything.
Know a little something about that, too.
Knowing the truth of things is worth it. Her truth was just more of a penchant to sow chaos. Yeah. Yeah.
It is inexplicable to me as well. I even tried to go see her again, once, after the corporatists invaded Paradise Island and took over Fairfield. They seemed to let anyone in there. Some boisterous fellow even tried to recruit me. Yes, and I am shamed to admit it. Though if she hadn't wanted me to, she wouldn't have told me the code. Same one she used for everything. 15-778.
That is Agent DeVries's identification code, Commander.
She said it had some meaning from her previous life. I'd hoped she'd left something for me, but the safe was empty.
She ain't the only one.
It's difficult. She said some days...
Know a little something about that, too.
I did try to. Once. After the corporatists invaded Paradise Island and took over Fairfield. They seemed to let anyone in there. Some boisterous fellow even tried to recruit me. No. Nearest I could surmise, she'd left just prior to the fall of Fairfield. I'm ashamed to admit, I did break into her safe. She used the same code for everything. 15-778.
That is Agent...
She said it had some meaning from her previous life. I'd hoped she'd left something for me, but the safe was empty. No. But it had to be someone's fault, right? The Protectorate couldn't possibly have failed to safeguard the colony. And they had to answer the accusations the Order leveled at them.
Okay, so they didn't help. The corporation and protectorate.
I know I've no right to ask this of you, but when you find her, please remind her of who she used to be. She's unwell, but I know there's still hope for her.
Okay, I'll see what she has to say for herself when I find her, before deciding anything.
That's all I can ask.
That's, reasonable enough. Regardless of what she did. The Order of the Ascendant strives to continually demonstrate that the truth of the universe lies within the purest of mathematics, the universal equation, a perfect mathematical expression that generates all of existence. Through its flawless calculation, all things are possible. As our knowledge of the equation grows, we asymptotically approach the ideal state of ascendancy, where we shall become one with the universe, or know the mind of the architect, if you will. So it's like believing in a higher power, but with math. Trying to understand it using math. Was the architect a being? Not in the sense that you and I are, but that is of no matter. Literally and figuratively, like in the terms of the formula, the architect is an abstraction of the mathematically perfect yet unknown energies that spawn the universe. So, like God. We honor the 0 point of the grand plan with that name, as well as label the omega point of the equation with the same boundary expression. So let us give thanks to the architect for a part in the perfection of the grand plan, be it an enlightened mathematician or simply a programmer of manual labor or mechanicals. Honor the equation and architect with every action, no matter how mundane such action may feel. For every action is a step towards the eventual realization of the equation. Okay, so I'm guessing this is like, the order is kind of like a religious sect. And just like with most religions, at its core, well, you know, not inherently harmful, necessarily. But there are always fanatics that skew the teachings, the whatever it is, you know, that skews things and goes off the deep end, which is, I think, what happened to DeVries. Yeah, and that's once they get to that point, it is very difficult to convince them to see the light, so to speak. I'll give her a chance to explain herself. I mean, there's a small glimmer of hope, but personally, from my experience with people like that, very, very little hope. That's why I don't even argue with people like that. Why I don't. It's just pointless. Like, in a situation like this, when it comes down to it, you're more than likely going to have to kill them. But I will try to help her. Because I agree that she is unwell. Oh, good trauma kit. Well, her journal wasn't to be found. Where the hell could I have found her journal? Oh well. Excuse me. Alright, Niles, we'll, alright, we'll go visit your friend, Niles. And we'll try to get back down to the road here. It's like another town. It looks like this little path will take us right there to my mark.
Agent Ibarra, you failed to take your daily supplements 3 days in a row. Vitamins are a vital tool in aiding wound healing and achieving your long-term health goals.
We've talked about this, Val. Ain't polite airing folks' private health information in front of others.
If oral capsules are not your preferred delivery method, suppositories may be a viable alternative.
All right. I'll take the damn supplements. The normal ones. And maybe I'll examine your courtesy settings while I'm at it.
Careful, friend. Reckon there might be a few loose raptidons wandering around. Note that Auntie's choice ain't liable for raptidon-based injuries when there's a war on.
What's over there? Arbiter training facility.
Unauthorized entry into an arbiter training facility is likely to result in violent arbitration.
You hear that? Sounds like a dragoon tromping about. I don't fancy making its acquaintance.
A dragoon? Well, shit. Sounds like probably a nasty creature.
Engaging hostile life forms.
Status currently prostrate.
This unit is concerned for
The commander's well-being.
Let me in! Help me out!
Shit.
Status susceptible to danger.
Pouring bound. Up to reload.
Status. Corrosive substance penetrating exterior.
Shit. I could have handled that if my companions didn't go down and I tried to revive him. The corrosive weapon definitely seemed to have helped more.
Always been curious about the kind of training.
I'll try it one more time.
Can't imagine it's pleasant. You hear that? Sounds like a dragoon tromping about.
Warning. Turret sentries ahead. Stealth advised. Standing by with light support.
Okay. Okay. I'll just reload. If I had... I wasn't hitting the turrets at first. I had to get like real close.
Always been curious about the kind of training that'll produce an arbiter. Can't imagine it's pleasant.
Entering a hot warning. Turret sentries ahead. This unit advises healing yourself.
Corrosive substance penetrating exterior.
System failure. Sending on for assistance. Resuming hostilities. Seek treatment for bodily trauma soon.
Susceptible to danger.
Your gallery unit requires service.
Dang it. I don't have enough ammo, really, to handle that. Well, yeah, I'll go in with my regular pistol, see how that works.
Unauthorized entry into an arbiter training facility is likely to result in violent arbitration. Warning. Turret sentries ahead. Stealth advised.
More crouch speed, but crouching emits a sound. Is that only when I'm not crouching? Let's see. Is it worth it though? I mean, I'm gonna take it, you know, because I want to accept it, because you know what? I'm playing myself, and I do indeed have bad knees.
Emergency protocols ready. Promoting team health.
Let's hit me in! Help me out!
Emergency protocols. Agent vitals have fallen.
Damn it!
Jen. Your Valerie unit requires service.
Status susceptible to danger. Regain target.
Damn it! Damn it! Fuck! I really want that perk. Damn it! I'll get it eventually. Not perk, but flaw.
Ready to assist with agent's health needs.
Non-friendly life form detected.
Target eliminated.
Advance!
Wow, that one happened fast. I guess friendly fire might be a thing. 'Cause I think I accidentally downed Valerie.
Emergency protocols ready. Please seek treatment for.
Status susceptible to
Lights flashing before my eyes, Commander!
This unit is currently unable to assist.
He came after me quick that time. I think after I get rid of that turret, I'm gonna...
Ready to assist with agent's health needs.
back way up.
Status susceptible to
Unfriendly in combat range.
Not getting up without help, Commander!
Resuming hostilities.
Knew you had my back.
Allocating
Next unit advises healing yourself. Now. Medical syringes. Mind the needles.
Not walking this off. Stand me back up.
This unit is in need of assistance.
take. Giving chase.
Oh, damn. No. It's the turret, so the main problem.
Remain vigilant. What's your purpose here? Ah, these fools still linger.
Nope. I can't stay in the on that, I guess.
Crisply moving to cover for our beneficent leader. Maintaining perfection.
Breaking for cover.
What are you waiting on? Oh. Oh, even before that.
Wherever are they now? They covet our doom.
Forever vigilant.
Engaging protocols.
Damn it. Oh, okay, good. That was not me, that was them.
They'll fight like one.
Commander, you did not advise at this time.
Lights flashing before my eyes, Commander. Revive me.
Replenishing my firearm.
Forever vigilant.
That cover spot looks much better.
Emergency protocols ready.
Good night.
Hastening to cover. Anybody see him?
Knew you had my back.
This unit
low on
patiently
ammo
awaits
there, Commander.
repair,
I can help you whip something up.
enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies.
Guns cocked and loaded. Let's get the signal. Combat! Hey! Got a distraction for you!
Nice. Jeez, I am saving right the fuck now. Jeez. What a fight that was. I probably was not ready for that fight, but Arbor armor. It's just okay. Oh, and I leveled up too. Let's go into guns. Oh, companions gotten some stuff too. Let's see. Yeah, let's do that. Apply. And Valerie. Oh, yeah, it's definitely that one. Okay. Grenade bandolier, probably to add more. Up to the helmet, yeah. I don't really want another grenade slot. Oh, a pitfall card. Nice. No. If I could have gotten in here, I could have overloaded the turrets if I had engineering. Oh, good, lubricant. Sealed. Okay, we'll see if we can do something about that in here. I guess all the threats are gone. Designator light revolver. Ooh. Tracing unit. Oh, heavy armor? Let me come again stacking. Excuse me. I don't know. I guess I'll invest in it a
No
little
offense to
bit.
Val, but it's real nice. Anyway, need something, Commander? Sure. Always happy to.
Let's just go with flat defensive. Wow. Okay, that was tough, but we did it. After dying a few times. But it was worth it. I got some pretty good armor. So I'm not going around one-legged. And I kind of almost look like a colonel, like, you know, like a... Alright, gonna save. Alright, let's get back to the road.
This stretch runs between Fairfield and the Eastern Forward Operating Base. North of here is an old abandoned chapel. Dang, I ought to be charging for information.
Careful of friendly fire if you head down past the farm. Last time we wandered past, they opened fire on us. A real code 472. 472 means they're gonna fill anything that moves full of holes. Word is Milver Street is ordering a watch on the Protectorate survivors in Westport. Once any change is reported. I hate that kind of work. It always sounds like so much effort. That kind of thing ain't even on my contract. Milver Street is offering bits rewards for anything of import we can tell them. But I do love dates. Come on, friend. Let's go fit our lads.
Anti-choice of observational report, Westport. Moderate law. Low. Initial fighting caused substantial damage to Westport's infrastructure. They still have power. Morale state moderate. Oh, I think I wound up not getting that flaw. Oh, I did. Okay. Oh, I can hear the crack. Oh, that That definitely sounds like my
Think
niece.
about the damage those crabbles are gonna do to my machines.
They're crabbles. They ain't gonna do nothing to your precious terminal. Only thing they're a danger to was us.
Yeah, you may have the right of it. I just ain't certain.
Ugh, takes all sorts.
Choice brand distress signal.
At the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri-Center. You must help me. You must. My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure. Hello? Calling out to any random, non-kill crazed passerby who can...
Scout, report.
Yes, sir. Looks like the repair center is still out of order, sir.
Excellent. At ease, Scout. Glad to hear that they haven't managed to repair it, even if command has temporarily put the actual fighting.
I guess I'll just keep following the road here. Dangerous.
There must be at least a few usable parts in here. Ah, it's warped. Just like everything else. Hello there. You wouldn't happen to have found any usable parts in all this debris? Westport's stockpiles of replacement parts are nearly depleted. I need to find some parts to convert some of our automechanicals, non-combat parts. Fortunately, there's nothing here that's salvageable. Auntie's bombs sure take their toll, don't they? Unless I missed my guess, this looks like it was transporting damaged and malfunctioning automechs from the Vox station to the Automech Repair Center to the south of here. The center is... Say, you don't work for Auntie's, do you? This is beginning to feel more than a little like you're digging for intelligence.
I assure you, I am not.
Fair enough. As I was saying, the Automech Repair Center is south of here. Regrettably, subjects of Westport no longer have access to the repair center. Hence my need to scavenge.
Oh, your protectorate. Even less the protectorate, though.
Yes and no. The bomb certainly took a fierce toll, but I suspect these were all in various states of disrepair even before Auntie's offensive, which has made sorting out where to begin my efforts here rather difficult. There should be a manifest somewhere, but it's nowhere to be found. Nor are the troopers who should have been escorting this. Where are their bodies? These were stalwart defenders of the Protectorate we're talking about here. Not the spineless stumblewits that comprise the forces of Auntie's choice. No. Some other unfortunate fate has befallen them. Could have been any manner of terror brought upon us by Antes. Let's just say to fill Westport's needs. If you follow the road heading north, you can't miss it. Used to be a sight to behold, but the war hasn't been kind to it. To any of us. True enough. A few years ago, I couldn't have imagined us running short of anything. And now here I am, digging through scrap for parts. But I digress. Was there anything else? Need to get back to my hunt, you understand?
Been a pleasure.
Likewise. And please inform me if you happen upon any usable parts.
We kept something. That does look a little bit brighter, but that's fine.
What do you mean you're leaving?
Shift's over. I have a life outside this place, you know.
A life? Outside our lab? No. Rolling up my sleeves.
Agent vitals have followed all acceptable parameters. Requested assistance currently unavailable. Status susceptible to danger.
A bit of rivalry requires two sides. Here we go again.
Please seek treatment
My
for.
favorite. Workplace
Let's hit me in! Help me out!
This
Seen
unit is
the
concerned
grass.
for the commander's well-being.
Nine over here!
Damn. I didn't expect all that. I thought they would be at least somewhat friendly.
There must be at least a few usable parts in here. There must be at least a few usable parts in here. Aha! There must be at least a few usable parts in here.
Okay.
Aha!
Wait.
Ah, it's war.
Confronting threat.
These anti-soldiers seem twitchy to you? Might want to sneak our way in.
Enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies.
Got some bad company. Rolling!
Emergency protocols ready.
Rolling up my sleeves.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
By not covering me, you're stifling my growth. Is there something I enjoy today?
Not getting up without help, Commander.
This unit advisor. Is concerned for the commander's well-being.
Mandatory retirement.
This unit is in need of assistance.
For fuck's sake! Hunkering down!
Knew you had my back.
Wrong button. Oh. I see. That's too many bodies.
Investigating.
Oh, my knees.
Mandatory closing in. Investigating. Investigating. This was the best job I ever had.
Engaging combat protocols.
Okay. Homicidally irritable employee. Ah, there's a ladder there. Hmm.
I've counted at least 6 horrendous death screams since you arrived. You must be affected as well. Could it be? You seem an honest-to-goodness rational human being, unhindered by bloodlust, unshackled from their basal ganglia. Well then, by the Loeffler Risk Intercession Act, under Outbreak Provision 5A, I hereby press you into service to aid me in our present crisis. I, Elmet Ormsby, Product Envisioner, Department of Proprietary Methodology and Audacious Advances, am your interim supervisor.
Audacious advances. Oh, this was where the distress signal was coming from.
Because I've squirreled myself away inside our test chamber for safekeeping? Well, I assure you my position as lead visionary of this innovative lab persists regardless. But back to the exciting news about this incredible new opportunity. You working for me, as an aide-de-camp of sorts, on a brief yet no doubt exhilarating assignment. Our lab had been researching the red spores that grow nearby to see if they might contribute to future Auntie's Choice products. As per usual, we threw precaution to the wind. A local spore sample interacted with a wonderfully preservative-rich diet of Auntie's Choice personnel, inadvertently leading to a chance reaction causing profound irritability. To a somewhat homicidal degree, it would seem to appear. By that measure, our work here could be considered a moderate success.
If you ignore all the death and murder, I guess.
I mean, only judged by that narrow frame of reference. An auspicious start by certain ways of thinking, which I hardly share. I care about my staff so much. Speaking of the team, such as they are in their present deranged state, how did you make it past them? You know, without being killed.
I killed them. Did you hear I murdered practically everybody?
Aha, thought so. Sometimes with screaming, it can be difficult to discern intent, like, "Ah, I'm being killed," can be so close to, "Ah, I'm running amok." Shame. The staff and I all had such good chemistry together. Suppose it couldn't be helped, though. What matters most is getting out of here alive, saving our researchers a close second, and curing my remaining colleagues a firm third.
What colleagues? I killed them all. But
as you're now one of them, I'll take that as a compliment. But enough glad-handing me. Regarding what we need, well, it should all be rather straightforward, yes? I suspect we'd use a top-down indirect coronium synthesis method, don't you think?
doubtlessly. Doubtlessly. I have no idea.
Oh dear. It's occurred to me this might benefit to some extent from medical training. Are you perhaps someone well-versed with pharmacological matters?
No.
Apologies. I do tend to assume everyone has a doctorate. No matter, if you are capable of following simple instructions, I'm sure I can guide you through it. Tremendous.
Okay.
Well then, before we roll up our sleeves and determine what's needed, any questions? Whole thing was ghastly. One of my assistants and I heard a loud noise. He left to investigate while I continued working on our experiment. When he failed to return, I peeked outside and saw the others run in, bloody, gibbering, hunting for targets. They'd clearly been exposed to some virulent new form of experimental agent. I ran back and locked myself in this test chamber to avoid contamination. Well then, anything else before we proceed?
don't agree that this is a visionary.
Yes, the Protectorate formerly utilized it for seed storage or something equally prosaic. Nothing as provocative as groundbreaking research. But as much as I'd love to natter on, we probably ought to get matters underway. We'll need two things: fresh samples of the red spores and the findings from the expedition that originally uncovered them. After that, an antidote should be possible in relatively short order, with your skilled assistance, of course. I need all the particulars and analysis from the expedition put onto a data cartridge and brought back, along with fresh spores. Both will be key in the formulation of an antidote. The research team's findings are on a terminal in another building on these same grounds. A satellite lab to this one, if you will. Spore samples may be taken from a red plant indigenous to an area of tall rock formations northwest of here, ingeniously referred to as the Red Spire. Once we have an antidote firmly in hand, we can save my remaining colleagues, so best not murder them all in the meantime.
I think I did.
Typical Auntie's choice. Moving fast and breaking things.
Alright, got the data. Wow, his body parts went all over. Okay. Wow. Oh, alright, I was gonna look at. I take it, like, with this flaw, you probably just crouch everywhere.
Engaging hostile life forms.
Goodwin here. Field report update. We are approaching the Raptidon den. These beasts have exhibited excessive irritability as of late. We endeavor to determine why. Surely the red spores aren't to blame. Windborne spores lack the catalytic agent of our food additives. Only way to be certain is to gather a stool sample. Simple enough. A routine task for the Audacious Advances field team. Quiet now as we approach the rap's nest. Certainly the spirited variety will offer... Oh, no! Oh, okay. We need to run now!
Oh, encryption key.
Commencing combat related.
Interesting. Interesting melee weapon. That's funny.
Sequencing attack strategies.
You lot couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter. Hey, got a distraction for you.
Samples acquired. This quantity should be enough to produce the antidote.
Oh, it wouldn't hurt to get more. Incendiary.
my most favorite, least homicidal subordinate. How's all our field work progressing? Absolutely gorgeous. Look at you. And to think I just forcibly coerced the first gormless dunderhead who walked by and found you. Lucky me. Now, first things first. Place the data cartridge in the drawer for me, right here, in the slot below my intercom. Haha. Allow me to give this a cursory eyeball and... perfect. I'm sure we have the correct neutralizing agent here in the lab. I'll nose out the exact compound within our chemical reserves in 2 shakes of a rat's tail. Always fortuitous to have ready access to a key chemical agent nearby. This might work out yet. Auntie may ignore our recent setbacks if I deliver an easy-to-market product. Just imagine the ad slogans. Air, now with extra fractiousness. Though, I suppose it only works on other Auntie's Choice employees, not our preservative-free rivals. Oh, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Now we must formulate an antidote. If we're able to save my remaining subordinates, they can help us rush this product to market. Well, it's a textbook example of the medulla oblongata wagging the cerebellum. Although, frankly, there's a plethora of ways to stimulate the reptile brain into such a flurry. None of the previous methods were anywhere close to being this commercially viable. But where there's a will, there's a way to make a profit. Ah, there. I have determined the ideal counteragent. Here you are. Place it and the spore samples into that synthesizer. Enable the device and it will beget a working antidote momentarily. Return with it directly as soon as it does, if you please.
Oh, great. Oh, okay.
I cannot wait to put this entire sordid affair behind us. Though in the end, this should turn out to be quite a lucrative day. I saw you working the chemical synthesizer. I presume you were successful in creating an antidote? Oh, please. Reject cynicism. Reject negativity and allegation and lies, right? I mean, let's. Choose positivity. Whimsy. Delight. Those are the waters I want to swim in, not mired in that sort of swamp. I feel that so much, don't you? Well, sometimes sharing the benefits of research also means apportioning some degree of the danger, offsetting accountability to others, sharing the blame. Why, it could have been me out there, you know, had I been simply another unwitting, unknowing participant. Thankfully, I benefited by having advanced knowledge of what might occur, and safely situated myself here.
I think you should accept responsibility here.
Well, I mean, did I play fast and loose to produce results quickly? Of course. We're Auntie's Choice. That's how we operate. Did I turn the lab itself into an experiment? Meh. Research is an ongoing cavalcade of ethical dilemma and outward regret. At the end of the day, the only rule Auntie has is don't get caught. But you won't tell, though, yes? We're still chums, though, you and I, having come through so much together.
Yes, but I'm afraid it'll cost more.
Nice try. But you don't possess nearly the negotiating power you might suspect. Not when I can simply bide my time and wait for another gormless dunderhead to stumble by. Why, let that thick-headed boob amble off with your reward. Not budging? Oh, all right. I suppose I'd be willing to throw in a little extra as a merit bonus for your superlative performance. Wonderful, wonderful! Knew you seemed a bankably reliable sort. All right. I am activating the air filtration system. There. Should only take a few moments for the antidote to circulate. Everyone still alive should be right as rain shortly. Marvelous. You'll find your remuneration in the chest behind me. My supervisor will hear of your actions. Oh, and before I forget, I, Omid Ormsby, under the power granted me by the Loeffler Risk Intercession Act, hereby free you from impressed service to Auntie's choice. Be seeing you.
Nice. Yeah, let's go with that. And another perk. Crabble Rancher. Plug in the Crabble Rancher. Yeah, let's go with Crabble Rancher. escape suit. Ooh. Oh, look at the little canid. Oh. Oh, that's cool. Wonder if you get that every time. Break down. I'll jump. You gave him the wrong address, right? Yeah. By the way, dinner is ready. Oh, the rice too? Yeah. Okay. Okay, I guess we'll call it here. It's dinner time. I appreciate y'all watching. Anyone who did, even if it was for 2 seconds, I appreciate you. We'll be streaming this again Monday afternoon. So, unfortunately, it's gonna be a few days before I play again. But, before I stream anything really. But, yeah, stay tuned for next time.